He said, "I am the president. I am still the president of the Republic of Venezuela." His wife, Cilia Flores, likewise said that she is the first lady of the Republic of Venezuela. And defense attorney Barry Pollock signaled that he will challenge the circumstances of Maduro's capture by the U.S. military. This is a tactic that Manuel Noriega tried when he was found to have surrendered to U.S. forces in Panama back in 1990. It did not work in the U.S. courts then. It may not work now, but he will certainly try. But the U.S. just doesn't recognize Maduro as a legitimate president. He certainly does. And as he stood before Judge Alvin Hellerstein a short while ago, he declared himself, "I am Nicolas Maduro. I am innocent. I am not guilty. I am the president of Venezuela." The judge did not want this to turn into any kind of a spectacle, and he wanted to keep this as ordinary as is possible, despite the extraordinary circumstances of how Nicolas Maduro got here. He is now being treated like every other criminal defendant in the dock here at Manhattan Federal Court. It did not appear that Maduro and his wife looked at one another, but they were seated with just a lawyer between them. And at one point, when the judge informed them of their right to be in contact with consular services, with someone from the Venezuelan consulate here in New York, Maduro answered for both of them and said, "We would like to take advantage of those consular services." But otherwise, it did not appear that Maduro and his wife interacted at all. Maduro was brought in first wearing beige pants, a black smock over an orange T-shirt, and orange jail slippers. He was escorted to a chair that the U.S. Marshals had flipped over to inspect. We've seen that before for high-profile defendants. They flipped over all the chairs at the defense table before Maduro was seated. His wife was then brought in next, wearing a very similar outfit, beige pants, black smock, orange T-shirt, took her place, kept her arms folded on the table, whereas Maduro himself took notes almost through the entire proceeding. And at the very end, he asked the judge for permission to make a request that he keep those notes. And the judge said that he could. He arrived here under heavy guard, David. There is still metal barricades and fencing stretching the length of the courthouse and beyond as protesters have come here to the courthouse, some even cheering when Maduro, it was realized, had pleaded not guilty to those charges. Half the protesters are against what the United States military did, and other protesters are here saying this was the right thing to do, and the NYPD is keeping both groups apart.